It off. Hi there, welcome back to True Gooner, and we've got a special hangout here with a Liverpool fan. How you doing?
Hi, how you doing, Seb?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. And in this video here, we're just going to be talking about Arsenal's and Liverpool's season so far, what our thoughts on it so far, because we've both, to be honest with you, had a pretty
Mm,
similar season where it started off well and it's not quite worked on, but we'll get our thoughts on the season
mm,
so far. So we'll start off with Liverpool. So obviously you've got a good manager in Jurgen Klopp, and
hmm
on the start it started off really well, and it looked like you were definitely going to be challenging for the title.
yeah.
Do you still stand by that now, or do you just think the recent form lately has kind of forcing you out of the title race and just concentrating on getting into the top four? What's your thoughts on the season
I,
so far?
well, considering we haven't been in the top four in quite a long time, I think we need to really start pushing on for the top four now because I love our squad depth has really cost us this season, and I'm sure your club will. It's a long-term process. I'm sure your club will put that right in the coming years because, as you know, Dortmund, his first season, I think he finished fifth. Then his second season, he finished sixth. Then the third and fourth season, he finished first and first. So we just have to be patient because we haven't had a good manager um, in a long time. So we just need to be patient and wait for success. But it's important that we get Champions League football this year.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, your manager, of course, is very capable of doing that because he's
Mm,
a top manager. It pains me
mm,
to say that he's a top manager. I'd
yeah,
have
of
loved
course.
him. I'd have loved him at Arsenal, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Allegri
obviously,
though. Allegri is
yeah.
that coming.
Hopefully, yeah, we'll get
Uh,
onto ours and we'll get onto that in a second.
mm-hmm,
Hopefully, yeah.
mm,
But basically, looking at your squad at the moment, it is actually a really good squad. You've got a quality midfield in Mane,
yeah,
Coutinho, Lallana,
exactly. Yeah,
Firmino. Brilliant players. I do think your defence needs sorting out because
mm,
Klein is a very good right back. I've
yeah,
always rated
yeah,
him.
yeah.
I've never been too convinced with your centre backs. However, Matic looks all right,
Mm-hmm.
and also Milner's done a very good job back there. And with your goalkeeping situation, who do you think is a better goalkeeper, Karius or Mignolet?
Well, Karius, it's really early in his Liverpool career. Mignolet, I think there's been reports today that we're ready to offload him, and he's been every time he starts, it's mistake after mistake. But I would really like someone like Joe Hart at Liverpool. We haven't had a good goalkeeper since maybe Pepe Reina.
Yeah,
But I think Karius will be starting tomorrow against Tottenham, and it could be the end of Simon Mignolet. But defending wise, Joe Matip is, he's a very good defender, but I think we need someone good to partner, to partner him alongside it because, how can you can't be getting top four, winning titles with Lucas Leiva at centre back against Hull, it's not good enough. And the left back, I think we do need a left back because as I show now,
yeah,
that
you
no one
do.
is not suited in that position. Um, so yeah, and we needed, our spine is not strong enough. The mentality of the team. You've seen now in the recent weeks it's starting to drop now. But tomorrow's a massive game against Tottenham.
Yeah, I really hope you win that as an Arsenal fan. I
Yeah,
so
I
hope.
know.
Yeah, I so hope you do.
Hopefully, I hope as well.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, obviously you make some good points about your back line. Of course, if you do want to
Mm,
win titles, you do have to have a solid defence. Because remember that
yeah,
season when you were flying and you had
yeah,
Suarez and Sturridge. I think the
exactly.
reason you didn't win it is because you didn't have a good defence. That was the only bit that
Yeah,
let you
we scored.
down.
We scored over 100 goals, and we conceded 50. And say for example, if we had beat Crystal Palace, we would have lost on a plus 13 a goal difference. But our defending hasn't been good. What I mean, we haven't sorted it out. But I think Klopp will start. I think we've seen now that there's cracks around the defense, and we need to start buying some good some defenders. But there
Yeah,
hasn't really been any updates yet on defenders. But
yeah. Well, you've got a while to go, so maybe
yeah, of course,
sometime
yeah.
towards the end of the season things
Sometimes
will get
exactly. There,
sorted.
there, there have been links with I don't know if you know about Leverkusen, Julian Brand.
Oh yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah, and today Damari Gray has also been linked. I'm not haven't he did score fantastic goals against Derby, but I'm not really haven't seen too much of him um lately. But I think we do need some experienced players in the team
Yeah.
to get push to get a real title challenge on. Because we haven't won it around 27 years now. It's getting a bit too long now.
Yeah, well, Yeah, it is. It does seem like a long time. If I think 12, 13 years is too long for Arsenal, just imagine.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I
Yeah,
think that's too long. I was arguing with another fan today, saying, "Yeah,
mm.
but that's not that long, considering what other teams like Derby and Nottingham Forest go to." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, please give me a break."
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I see where you're coming from. And also, what do you think of his striker department? Because you've got Daniel Sturridge, who's actually a
Mm-hmm.
really, really top quality striker. I think he's a
Mm-hmm.
bit of a game changer. But the thing
Yeah,
is, he's not fit enough to. He's too injury prone, just like so many of our players.
yeah,
Firmino's done a good job up front, and you've got the likes of Origi and Ings. Apparently, Ings is Ings still injured? I think he's out.
yeah. He's injured out of the season again. I think
Oh,
we did have an unnamed Premier League club bid around £20 million for him, so I was quite shocked that my club didn't accept that.
yeah.
Um,
I feel a bit
because twenty
sorry for
million,
him. Yeah, I feel a
yeah.
bit
So
sorry for
exactly
Ings.
because he was injured last season for the whole season. Now he's injured again.
Yeah. So obviously,
But
with the striker department, do you think you need like a proper, like, proven, consistent striker? Because Firmino's all right.
mm,
He plays well. He plays well there. Sturridge is good, but he's not.
yeah,
He's too injury prone. And Origi's come on the block. So what do you
mm.
think needs to be done in that department with you?
With Sturridge, there's been rumours that he might be leaving to go to West Ham. He's set to leave this season, but I don't really think he doesn't fit into Klopp's pressing style kind of system. Um, but I do think we've started to show now that we do need a world class striker. Because
Yeah,
like Arsenal, we've been kind of stuck without a world class striker maybe since Suarez, Torres, the days we had Torres, 25, 30 goal season. Like you can see now, Diego Costa, he's probably going to get 25 goals a season now. And you always need um, a top quality striker that will get 20, 25 goals a season. But there's been rumours Daniel Sturridge. I don't think he does enough for the team. If you compare him to Firmino, um, you can see the differences there. Firmino works hard for the team, and Sturridge, like when he used to play with Suarez, I think he had a really good bond with Suarez. Um, in the 2013-14 season, and I think he had a lot of confidence at that time. But I think, yeah, I think he'll be leaving this summer. And with Origi, I think he's a bit too inconsistent. There's been rumours that he might be starting tomorrow, but we do need a world class striker. I don't know if he'll get it or not, but I don't think he'll stick with Firmino at centre forward next season. But we'll have to wait and see.
yeah, definitely. And obviously, like I said earlier, your midfield is actually really, really good. Mane,
Hmm.
Coutinho, Lallana,
Yeah.
brilliant. Are you happy with that midfield, or do you think you need a couple more additions to just give it a bit more bite, a bit more steel? Or are you happy
I
with
think
it?
I think I don't think as I was watching Super Sunday a few weeks ago, a week ago, and Jamie Carragher said that Emre Can and Jordan Henderson do not work in a midfield together. I've been very very disappointed with Emre Can recently. Um, Poor passing, poor just everything poor in his game so far this season, and he's been very lucky to play because he's had quite a few injuries, and you know I think Jordan Henderson doesn't really fit in that holding midfield kind of role. I think he just needs to be up there, up and down the pitch, like he used to be in the season where we nearly won the league. So I think he needs someone like a strong centre defensive midfielder that'll just sit
Yeah,
in front of the back four and do the job, like Wanyama, Dembele. Tottenham. They
yeah,
have those two players there, and they can just let Kane, Ericsson, and Ali just bomb forward.
yeah. So, how are you feeling about your game tomorrow with Tottenham? Do you think you can finally get a win this year? Do you think you can get a result? How do you feel?
Mm,
Obviously, I hope you do, but how do you feel?
yeah,
Do you think you can?
I'm feeling quite mixed emotions, because we've been on a poor form recently, and I'm confident that Klopp will, motivate the players because apparently, when he went in the full-time dressing room against Hull, the players I've never heard him shout so much. So I think they'll be pumped for the game, and I'm sure we'll get the 3 points because. But it'll be tougher because Tottenham have the best defensive record conceding 16
Yeah,
goals.
they do.
Yeah, exactly, and that's Toby Alderweireld was a massive, massive addition to the team. He's a fantastic defender. I wish we had someone like Alderweireld
Yeah,
to
you were
to
linked. We were linked with him, both of
um,
us, at some stage. Yeah,
yeah, I think when he was at Southampton, was it?
Atletico Madrid, and
Atletico
yeah,
Madrid.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, um, but yeah, I think we can exploit them. But our defense needs to be on point tomorrow because we can't let the likes of Ericsson, Kane, and I think their fullbacks are very good as well. And Rose, Walker, loads of pace. But it'll be hard to. But I think they'll take a point. But we have to go. They get 3 points. We have to do some must to get 3 points.
Yeah, you do, especially looking at that top four. Obviously, as we both think the league's gone. So, do you think it's just a battle for top four? Do you think it's a battle? Do you think you can get higher than that? Do you think you can get second, third? Because obviously, Arsenal, my team, Arsenal's in the mix. We've got Manchester City in the mix, Tottenham as well. As much as I hate to admit it, they are in the mix. And Manchester United are slowly coming back. So, we've got to watch ourselves here. So, how do you think? Do you think a win here can give you another lift to go on another good run to end your season quite strongly?
Because if you look at the top six, apart from Chelsea, you got second and sixth. They are, I think it's 5 points, a 5 point gap, and that's nothing at all. Because if we win tomorrow, we go 1 point behind Tottenham. If you win, you go 11 points for Tottenham, and anything can happen. In the Premier League, we can lose to Tottenham, or then you can lose to Hull. That's what's exciting about the Premier League. But Manchester United could go finish second. You never know because they're only 5 points behind. Tottenham. So it'll just be. I think we'll come out. I think we'll get top four because I think we're going back to 1 game a week now, and I think we'll have more preparation and rest for the upcoming fixtures in the Premier League.
Yeah, definitely, because we're going to start getting back into action because we've got Bayern Munich on Wednesday and
Manchester Champions League.
Yeah, Manchester United have got Europa League and also an FA Cup, and Spurs have also got Europa League, and Manchester City got Premier League. So.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough because if you see Tottenham now, they get games on Thursday, get games on Sunday. That's basically a 1 or 2 day preparation, and that's not a lot. So I think they'll start getting, the players. Will start getting tired and they'll start dropping points. But that's what I think of it.
Yeah, definitely. And let's get into a bit of my team, Arsenal now.
All right. Yeah.
Obviously, I'm disappointed with how this season has turned out because it looked all right. Because we also were like you earlier season. We're playing such good football earlier season, going on a fantastic run of wins and just getting results after results.
Yeah.
But it's our performance against big teams which has just collapsed. Because against Everton. Bottled it against Manchester City, a poor Man City side, totally outplayed. And when it looked like things were going on the up, we got that big win against Southampton, which was brilliant. I was there, I loved it. Watford and Chelsea. Watford and Chelsea. I said if we won those two, then we're right back in it. But
of course,
lost them, and no, I just don't know. Well, I still do think we can get back in the top four, but I've said all season that's all Arsenal ever settle for, and I'm just not setting for that. It's just getting ridiculous. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Arsenal as a neutral presented? Do you think we need to change? Do you think our squad is good enough to actually challenge in the future? What do you make of Arsenal this season?
I think you do need a change. I think you needed a change for quite a few years now. You need a fresh air at the club, a fresh start. And I think your squad is good enough to challenge for the league title. But I think a few additions, you're definitely right in it. You can definitely win the title. Under new manager, you've seen Ozil. I was watching a video. I think DP put it up. It was showing how Ozil at Real Madrid he was amazing. I mean, everything about him was incredible. Like he was dribbling, his passing, and he doesn't look like he's motivated anymore at Arsenal. You know what I mean? I think under Allegri, maybe some new manager, I think he'll start firing again.
Yeah, definitely, of course. Ozil, don't get me wrong, is an absolutely talented player, but
of course he is. Yeah,
I think part of the problem with this, why he isn't really performing, because I think he knows at Arsenal, his position is, he knows under Arsene Wenger, his position is going to be safe and not going to be threatened.
It's going to be guaranteed. It's not going to be dropped.
Yeah. Whilst when he was at Real Madrid, he'd have the likes of Isco in his way, Ronaldo in his way. He had
Benzema,
lots of
midfielders, Modric, everyone.
Yeah, I think he needs that competition because, of course, he's an absolute talented player. I'm one of his biggest fans. I've defended him so much over the years. Last year, he had an outstanding season. But I also think, I also think he's getting a little bit frustrated sometimes when with the team when they're not performing. And Sanchez is the same situation here. And I'm really starting to worry now about their contracts now because we're in big danger of losing them this summer because they've
18
less.
months.
Yeah, I know, and
Less than 18 months, yeah.
it is getting worried. I'm quite cross with the club why they haven't got this sorted by now because I firstly thought all of January pretty much we should have got this nailed on. And when I'm seeing other clubs like Tottenham and you guys in particular, like when you signed up Coutinho and Firmino to long-term deals, we need to do the same, and we're just not doing that at the moment. I'm not sure whether it's to do with the wage demands. I'm not sure whether it's to do with the manager. I'm not sure whether it's to do with performances. I think all that's got something to it, but the thing is, I've been through this situation before with RVP and Nasri when we had a similar situation. So, obviously, do you actually think they will stay at the club, or do you actually think maybe if I'm going to achieve big things, I'm going to have to do it elsewhere? What's your honest thoughts on it? Do you reckon we can keep them? Because
under a new manager, I think some like maybe Allegri or whoever's coming through. Maybe I think this is Wenger's last year now. I seriously think Allegri will come in this season. It's looking like reports saying he's going to leave. They didn't deny anything, but I think under a new manager, I think they'll be motivated to start, winning games, start performing, and a few new signings. Just need maybe a world-class striker. And imagine someone like, just say someone, just for example, just say if you had someone like Lewandowski, imagine Lewandowski over Sanchez, they'd be motivated, a new world-class player, they'd be motivated to start winning games and start playing for the club. Because I don't think that you played in against Chelsea, you played with Iwobi, Chamberlain, and Walker. I don't think that's good enough to beat Chelsea, especially when they've got Kante, Matic. They got a solid midfield like Tottenham in the
defense. Definitely. But don't get me wrong, I thought Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain had a superb game. He was one of the very few players that played.
No, Chamberlain was the best player in midfield.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you there. There's just something not right. There's just something not right because you're the opposite. Because when you play against big teams, like when you played against Chelsea twice early this season, you beat them, and when you played them the other week, I actually thought you were the better team. You played really well.
They got that goal. Of course, Minile. I don't know what Minile was doing. Trying to organise his wall. And then they scored a goal and they got a penalty as well. They didn't really deserve the goals. I think we were piling the pressure. I think Firmino had like an open goal. He didn't score. We had a few chances, but that's what I mean. Even though open goal, someone like Firmino, he missed that chance. He hasn't got how do I say? World class strikers have that goal scoring instinct, and they can always finish it away, whether it be an open goal 5 yards or 15 yards. That's why you need world class strikers to win the league. Like someone like and you have got Alexis Sanchez. I think Alexis Sanchez. I think he is. I think he's been one of the best Premier League players this season.
Definitely.
Working stocks off the team. 15 goals. How many's got 15 goals, assists?
Yeah.
His work rate's been fantastic. But yeah, I don't really see it much from Ozil in big games. Even in against the so-called smaller teams. I don't see it enough. He's quite quiet in the big games. I don't know what you think about it. But I haven't really seen him perform in apart from the Chelsea at home. I haven't really seen him perform against big teams this season.
Yeah, he hasn't done it because against Everton, we didn't do anything. Man City didn't do anything. Chelsea didn't do anything. I think the real test comes with this when we play Bayern Munich, because that's a massive game on Wednesday, and that one this time I really wanted to go there and beat them. I'm not going to accept anymore. A good performance, a bad performance first leg, and then a good performance in the second leg.
You showed commitment, but you lost 2-0.
Yeah, or we show commitment, but we still went out on away goals. That's not good enough because
that's not good enough. Yeah, to be a big club, you have to be the big teams.
Definitely, absolutely, and most people say to the people who want Wenger out, but you qualify for the Champions League every year. Which, don't get me wrong, is not a bad achievement. It's a great achievement.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but what we really want is we just want a squad to be challenging, and we just want a squad to be competitive in Europe. And when we go into that competition, we're in it to win it. You've won it 5 times. You do very well in it when you've been in it. We just want to see a little bit more from Arsenal. Just like show that we're serious when we come against these big teams. Bring it on. That's what I want.
at least show a bit of fight. And in the league, I mean, a couple of years ago, you played Monaco, and I seriously thought that's going to be the first time
Oh,
in I think quite a long time you're gonna
that was
go in
awful.
get in the quarter final, and you lost 3-1 at home, and then you won 2-0 away. But that's still not good enough.
No, it's
Monaco,
not.
you have to be beating teams like that. I know Monaco is a good team, but the quality in your squad has to be good enough to beat the likes of Monaco and these sorts of teams.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, absolutely. That Monaco game, I remember it was, the first leg, we were just totally,
Well,
totally naive.
it was like a friendly game.
Yeah, because they played really well, Monaco. No disrespect to them. Of course, we have to respect the oppositions we play. Just like
Mm.
with this weekend, we've got Hull. Now, it's not going
Yeah,
to be an easy game because they've just
of
beaten
course.
you.
Yeah,
They beat Man
exactly.
United and they got a draw
Yeah,
against them at Old
draw against
Trafford.
Man United. Yeah, yeah,
So we can't take these. You can't take these teams lightly because they'll be going
yes.
into a lot more confidence. And when you played, let's have your view on it. When you played Hull last week, how did they play? Because I know they're a lot more organised now. Did they really play as they deserved to win? How did they play? Because we're playing them tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
I was watching it as a stream because it was on the TV as I think it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. But yeah, I think they did deserve to win. I think our performance was dreadful. We had a couple of chances with Coutinho, but we barely created any chances. And they organised this set the two banks of four and the two strikers up front, and all 11 players behind the ball, and they organised the defence well, frustrated us, and they got the goal before half time, which was very important. And they got the second goal, just lumped it forward, and then Lucas Leiva awful defending, and then they scored the second goal at the end of the game.
yeah,
But
so
they will be tough. They will be tough for you. Trust me. They're a
yeah,
very good organized team. New belief. They have belief in the team. The manager Andre Silva. I think it's Marcus Silva. Andre Silva.
Marcus
They've done
Silva.
very. Yeah, they've done very well. They look. They look pumped up now for every single game, and they're taking it one step at a time. And they'll. You have. I think you need to make a few changes in terms of Gibbs.
Definitely.
Um, Gibbs needs to come in. What do you think? Check or Spina tomorrow?
Ospina, because Czech's been a very good keeper, but he's been
Yeah.
very ropey the last couple of games. That mistake last week against Chelsea says it
Mm,
all. So he's got to be out, and Ospina's got to come in.
mm.
And yeah, you're absolutely right there, as you've just said. They're going to be hard because they'll frustrate us, and we've struggled against teams that have done that. When Middlesbrough came to do that,
Yeah, no,
we
no.
drew. When Watford came to do that, we lost. And I thought the problem with both those games is because we didn't have enough pace. And the problem with us lately is we've just not been going from minute one.
And yeah, exactly. And also that if you go for minute one, that's a massive key. You have to get straight in there. Just pressure them, balls in the box. Play quickly. If you get an early goal in the first 15 minutes, they'll start losing confidence. Be like, oh, they're gonna put three or four. So that's key. If the first 15, 20 minutes is key against these smaller teams, you really have to pressure them and get an early goal, because that's what we were doing at the start of the season, but we haven't really been doing that anymore. Because the longer you go, the more frustrated you get, and then they'll take advantage of it and might nick it, get a goal.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen that many times, and we've really struggled. I've mainly thought we've also struggled because, like you said, we don't go for minute one. And also, when we play Watford, I
Mm.
just didn't understand the team selection from Wenger. It was absolutely ridiculous because we had a good win against Southampton. Because the thing that I was good about that is when we pace and pace and pace. Perez, Walcott, Welbeck, all pace, and we went from minute one. We dominated that. But then he
Yeah, you
changes
pick
it back to the slow.
Giroud, Ramsey.
Yeah, and then no wonder the team's lost and it's got no confidence.
Exactly, exactly. What I think you should do tomorrow, I think Lucas Perez. He hasn't really been given a chance. I think he needs to be given a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he's been playing quite well. He's been putting some good performances this season against Nottingham Forest, a hat trick against Basel. Who else was it recently
He
played?
scored against
Southampton,
Bournemouth. He scored a good goal against
Bournemouth,
Bournemouth. Yeah.
fantastic goal. Southampton, and he's not getting his chance. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, I know. I don't understand that as well. I'm keep saying like, if we're not going to give him a chance, not going to play him, why did we even sign him?
Yeah,
Because I thought we signed him to.
I think
Yeah,
it was a panic buy. I think, to be honest, it was a panic buy.
it was a little bit because yeah, because I think we were looking at strikers like Lacazette, Higuain, who would have been very good for
Yeah,
us, but we just
and Lacazette did say recently that he wants to. He said that he's gonna. He said that it's the right time to leave Leon right now.
yeah, definitely, and he'll definitely be ideal if we do get him in the summer. But the thing is, it's part of our business in the windows that frustrates me because we get linked with all these guys and then we don't make proper offers and then we leave everything to the last minute.
Mm. But
And
what do you think you need in the summer?
I still think we need this top quality striker. Yes, don't get
Yeah,
me wrong.
you'd be lacking that for since Van
Yeah,
Persie. You haven't replaced
yeah, it's been too
a striker
long.
since Van Persie. You know, Wenger's been really taking a piss recently. You know, signings like Takuma, Asono, and these players. You know,
Yeah,
um, I don't really understand. Xhaka, what do you think of Xhaka? Do you think he's, you know,
I think Xhaka's actually a really good signing. When we signed him, I was actually very excited. But the
mm,
thing that he just needs to stay on his feet because he can be that sort of
yeah,
player that
yeah,
can be
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah,
clumsy. Yeah,
yeah, and you know, he's cost you. He's nearly cost you against Swansea. He's nearly cost you against Burnley.
yeah,
You've escaped it quite a few times. But I think uh, what I think Arsenal should sign is I think a striker definitely. Um, but I think a winger. You know,
a
do you
left
think a
winger.
winger?
Yeah, because
And
we're not so good on that left hand side. That left hand side is a bit of a problem.
yeah,
We've been linked with the likes of Royce, which I would absolutely love if we could get him.
exactly. And you know they've been saying, oh, Sanchez might leave and you get Royce. Why can't you just get both of them?
Exactly. Why? Exactly. We should be keeping our best one. I will not accept
Exactly.
him going out and Royce coming in. I'm sorry
Yeah,
that's not good enough.
there's no point. You know, you have to start getting the best players in the club. You know, to start competing in the Champions League, to start winning the Premier League titles, trophies, everything up.
Yeah, definitely. Because like I said, because we're too busy settled for top four in that lot, and that's just not good enough. And if you want to win the Premier League,
Yeah,
I've always said the squad is capable. But if you want to win the
it is.
Champions League as well and be competitive, you do need. I think the squad does need a couple to these two or three more
Yeah,
world class players.
I think a 2 or 3 signings. I think the squad's good enough with a couple of signings, but the manager's not good enough. For Arsenal,
Yeah,
you need a bit of fresh air. But
yeah,
what do you think about Liverpool? What kind of signings do you think we need? I think we've been linked. Apparently, Klopp's been, you know, he's going to make he's going to buy so many players in the summer. About 6 or 7, you know, proper good players.
yeah. With you, with Liverpool, yeah, I think your midfield is fine. I think you could do with a couple more centre backs, maybe because
Yep, yeah.
a couple more centre backs. I just think your back line needs to be a bit sorted a little bit because it isn't
I
quite.
think a left back as well. Definitely a left back.
Yeah. What's happened to Gomez and Flanagan because they've been.
Flanagan's on loan at Burnley. He gets injured a lot. Gomez has come back from injury and he's started to play now. Um, but you know, he's still young. He's still young. He's 20 years old. And I'm sure he'll be a very good player. But I think you said our midfield's fine. I do think it's fine. But I think I was crying out for Kante in the summer. Seriously, I thought Kante would have been perfect.
Yeah, he's a
I
quality
think
player.
for both clubs, you know. And I don't know why Wenger mentions that he wanted to sign Kante. You know, he might as well just give it a shot.
He was a lot cheaper than we signed than Granit Xhaka because Kante was only 20 million. Granit Xhaka was a good 32.
Yeah, exactly. I think no, Xhaka is good. But I
Yeah, he's
think
a good player. I like him. Yeah.
he's a good player. Yeah, Xhaka is a very good player. He controls the ball quite well. But I think Kante is just
Yeah, he's absolutely brilliant. And also Liverpool, I think you could do with another striker would be good.
yeah.
Just someone to
A
just
couple of wingers they've been linked. Apparently, Demar Gray, Julian Brand have been linked today. To the news.
yeah, yeah. If you can sort out your defence a bit and get a striker, then I think you're definitely capable of
Yeah,
actually going on and winning
and
the
if
Premier League. Yeah.
and if Allegri comes in next season, I'm telling you, Arsenal are going to be fantastic next season.
Oh, I really hope you're
There's
right.
gonna try. I swear, there's Allegri will change the mentality of the team because our mentality has been really good. I know Klopp, you know, I think the players are not good enough for Klopp. I was reading this stat. There was like Rodgers and Klopp are the same win succession, win rate. It's the exact same stats since they came in. But Rodgers came in with a team full of Suarez, Reina, Carragher, Gerrard, Coutinho. Midfielders good at the time. Sturridge, Sterling, Coutinho, everyone. And Klopp, he's going to take a bit of time to start building Liverpool into a great club again.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely got the capable of doing that, as we saw at Borussia Dortmund. So yeah, if I was a Liverpool fan, I'll be quite excited for the times ahead.
What do you think tomorrow? What do you think for tomorrow? How Arsenal? How prediction?
I do think Arsenal will win. I think it'll be an edgy 2-1, but I think it'll be that type of game where we score, then they score, then we probably get
kind
a
of like
late goal.
Game.
Yeah, I do think it'll be something like that, but we need a big convincing win because
exactly, get confidence back in the team ahead of the Bayern Munich game.
Yeah, definitely, because we could certainly do with that.
What about the Liverpool? I think Arsenal wins because Arsenal normally beat the smaller teams. I know you maybe lost against Watford, but I think that's just because of the manager and the team selection that day.
Yeah,
but if he gets the team selection right this time, I think he'll win easily. You just need pace in the squad and a few changes to freshen it up.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Liverpool tomorrow. I'm very nervous because it's a massive game. I can't accept a draw. A draw would not be good enough, to be honest.
No, you need to really be winning these things if you want to get back up there and back in the mix.
Exactly, because we complained about Champions League. I haven't seen Champions League in once in the last 7 years, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You could definitely do the win tomorrow. Do you actually still think your squad is good enough now to make top four and to challenge in the future? What are your thoughts later ahead? Because
I think our squad is good enough to challenge for the top four. It's not that we need so many signings, but because we've gone back to one game a week now in the Premier League, we have 14 games left. We need to give it a big push. Without top four this year would be a disaster because the run of form that we were on, we were top of the league at the end of November. And to not get in top four and let Man United in the top four because there's 10 points behind us at one stage will be a disaster. I think top four will be something like it'll be interesting. I don't know. I think Chelsea will get in it, obviously. I think Arsenal will get in it because they always get in it. Tottenham, I don't know. I think they'll start to tie it out with those Europa League games. But I'm gonna go with Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and City.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there. I think those four will do it, and yeah, I totally agree with you there. And yeah, what do you think of Arsenal for the rest of the season? Obviously, we've got you in a couple of weeks. That'll be another big game.
Yeah.
Beginning of March. And
I can't wait.
I'll never forget what you did to us a few seasons ago. You absolutely humiliated us, and I'm telling you,
4 goals in 20 minutes.
Yeah. I don't really want to get stuck into that, but if we continue this style of not starting off quick, it can easily happen again, which I'm not going to get me wrong. I'm quite worried about. But the other 2 years we've been at Anfield, we've got draws 2-2 and
we've drawn and we've got late equalizers as well. Martin Skill with Alan getting the goals, but I think Arsenal, I think they were up. I think what you need to do is just take one game at a time.
Definitely.
They can't because last season I remember you were joined when the title race was over. You were joined teams you were joined to Crystal Palace, Sunderland.
Yeah.
Teams like this.
West Ham when we were 2-0 up.
West Ham 3-3.
Yeah.
But you have to. You can't. I think it's the mentality of the team. I think Liverpool and Arsenal at the moment are quite similar in terms of the team and mentality. But I'm sure new managers, Allegri, the mentality will change, and I think Klopp will obviously, the mentality will change with Klopp's team as well because when we get a few new signings, I think we'll be right up there challenging for the league next year.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you. And I just want to say my thoughts on the manager. I fully respect what Arsene Wenger's done over the years. He's been a fantastic manager, but I just feel right now
we've lost it now.
Yeah, we're just not moving forward enough, and we're just seeing the same thing every year. And this is why fans are just getting frustrated.
A good start, a couple of results, and you get a little run, and then a couple of results, and then the whole mentality of the team drops, and then so end of the season again.
Yeah, Definitely. So this is why I feel we do need a bit of a freshening up. Because I'm not going to lie, when you bought Klopp, were you excited? I'm sure you were. You got excited.
I was very excited considering what he done to Dortmund. But I knew that it would take time. You know, I knew it would
Oh
take
yeah.
time. It's going to be there'll be fans on talks for saying Klopp out, Klopp out. I'm like,
No,
what?
no, that's nonsense. I've heard
I
that
mean,
too. That's
I
nonsense.
mean, come on, seriously, man.
Yeah.
Like, how can you? You've been crying out for a world class manager. We finally got one, and you know, we need to just be patient. And I'm sure the title will come. And we'll be so happy that when that day comes.
Yeah, I bet you will. Just like I'll be happy when we get
Yeah,
another title. Yeah.
yeah. I'm sure. I thought when Squawka reported that Wenger was going to sign a new contract, I thought, wow, I couldn't believe that the owners were actually going to do that.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
deleted the tweet, and now it's been Allegri. Allegri's been reported that he's going to be coming.
Yeah. Either him
Allegri,
or Diego Simeone. One of those two will be.
Diego, what I think. Who? What do you think, Diego Simeone or Allegri?
Um, It's a bit of a hard one, but if you want, Allegri's one. They're both proven winners. I know that.
Yeah, of course.
And but the thing is Diego Simeone. The only thing is his style of football was a complete opposite to Arsenal's. That he is very bit more organised, but I can see why fans want him because obviously
He's a
people do
winner.
say that we do need. Yeah, he is a winner, and we do need a bit of same of philosophy change because most teams now know exactly how we're going to play, and
Yeah,
people keep saying,
predictable.
"Oh,
Just like Liverpool,
yeah."
they found their it's predictable. You just have to look at what Swansea did to us, look at what Hull did to us, look at what Sunderland did to us. That's just Wolves, Southampton. It's just so predictable. Like we're becoming too predictable nowadays.
Yeah, because what other teams will do, which Wenger doesn't do, is they'll look at your weaknesses and look at the opposition's weaknesses, and they'll try and exploit that. And
Yeah,
Hull will be doing that. That's why most teams know how to play us, and that's why I think that's part of the reason. When every time we go to Chelsea and big teams, we just don't do well because Wenger doesn't look at the opposition's weaknesses. Well,
are you going
like
to
the
the game
manager.
tomorrow?
Unfortunately, not. But
You
I
got
am
the
going
tickets
to.
on Bayern though.
Yeah, I'll be going to that one. Yeah,
Home and away or just home?
home. Yeah.
Home. Okay. There, it might be the game. You know, the time up might be done and dusted, or you may still have a chance.
Oh, I so hope we go in there with a chance here because
If you,
it's
even if
just
you
it's,
Yeah, even if you lose 1-0 or I don't think 2-0, 2-0 maybe, but 1-0, I think even if you lose 1-0, you'll still have a massive chance,
yeah,
but
definitely,
the crowd needs to be up for it, the atmosphere needs to be rocking.
yeah,
Um,
definitely because also a bit of a problem. And do you feel it's also a problem for Liverpool is that the atmosphere at your stadium's a little bit quiet because the Emirates is
yeah,
not. But away from home, when I was at Southampton, I was like, wow, now that is real support. While the Emirates is just it's all quiet. Do you think that's a bit of a problem with your club as well?
yeah, Liverpool fans haven't been they've been saying, oh, our fans, always saying whatever, but you, the atmosphere is fantastic in the Europa League, Dortmund, Villarreal last season. But, in normal Premier League games now, in games, the atmosphere is just quiet, because if the fans start singing, the atmosphere gets going. The other team start to lose their mind, and you get confidence from the crowd singing. And that's why fans are the most important thing in football. Take away
Definitely,
fans from football, what do you get? Nothing.
exactly. Just
No one, no one, no one watches football. No one in the stadium, empty, nothing.
yeah. Did you hear what Gary Neville said about Arsenal Fan TV? Did you hear anything about that?
I couldn't
Yeah,
believe. I
what's your?
couldn't believe
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Yeah, how can you call a fan an idiot for being frustrated after not winning the title for 12 years?
Exactly, and also the fan of that game has spent all that money and all that time, and
Exactly. All
he's
that
seeing
money
rubbish.
on the ticket, on the travel. He's there getting his money. He's there in a nice home studio watching the game. But he doesn't feel the life of a fan. Spending all the hard-earned money on the ticket, on the game. But yeah, it's disgraceful. I don't know how they, call a fan an idiot for spending all of his money, on the games. And I saw DT tweet. He said he spent £70,000 on Arsenal games. I think I don't know when it was, since he last won the league or something like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, £70,000 towards Arsenal. Not winning the league in 12 years is disgraceful.
it is
And
disgraceful. Yeah,
the fans deserve more because the owners really, they're not investing in the club. I think Liverpool and Arsenal owners together, it's quite similar situation. They're not really invested in the club because we were the only team to make a plus 9 million profit, net profit last year. And I'm saying, we saw that we had cracks, and why didn't we go buy a few more players? I was really annoyed that we didn't go buy a left back and a centre back, because if you're gonna buy Ragnar Klavan and expect to win the league, because if you buy a 4.7 million defender, you get a 4.7 million player. You have to spend big money to win big stuff and titles and trophies.
Yeah, you do. Well, listen, mate, it's been an
Yeah.
absolute pleasure talking
Thank you
to
for
you.
that, Mitchell. Thank you.
That is absolutely no problem. We'll definitely get you on again. Maybe before Arsenal play Liverpool, we'll get your thoughts on the game. But
Yeah, sure.
seriously, certainly all the best for tomorrow, because I really hope
Hopefully,
you Tottenham.
all the best for you too.
Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
All right.
Thank you very much. And also, viewers, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please do. And also check his channel out. He's got one on, what's your channel called again?
The Anfield Raw.
The Anfield Raw. So yeah, go and check his channel out. He does great content there for Liverpool Football Club. And yeah, as always, I'll be speaking to you very soon. And thanks very, very much for watching, and thanks for joining me. And we'll speak to you again soon.
All right, bye.
No worries.